What's up, Laker Nation? Your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream. Welcome back to Laker City as the Lakers face the Orlando Magic in Orlando at 4 Pacific time tonight, or today, I'm sorry. Should be interesting since it's the first game without Rondo. I mean, unfortunately, he fractured his hand, and his recovery timetable is from 5 to 6 weeks, apparently. But it'll be exciting to see who steps up. Is Brandon Ingram going to play some backup point guard with the second unit? LeBron can run some backup point guard. We obviously we have Lonzo there, Lance, guys like that can handle the ball. So hopefully we get another dub. Now, coming into tonight, the Lakers are 1-9 in Orlando over the last couple of years. So tonight's another crucial game. I mean, this could be one of the trap games. The bad news for Orlando is that Aaron Gordon potentially could be out. And that's good news for us. But it's still a trap game. We still got to be careful. We still got to come out and ball and hopefully try to finish this by the third quarter. That way the starters will get some rest because we get some playing time tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting to see if Aaron Gordon plays. I think he's going to – because we always struggle against those type of fours, right? The mobile athletic fours. They always kill us on the glass. They get all kinds of, second chance points. We got to make sure that we keep them off the glass as much as possible. Keep them out of transition, which means no turning the ball over. And, of course, get back and defend, guys. But we have to win tonight. This will give us our 5th straight win and continue to propel us in the Western Conference standings. That's what we have to do to be one of the elites in this league. We have to win games like these, man. So good to see you guys. How you guys doing today? Again, it's sad that Rondo got injured, but let's see if this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe there's a silver lining to come out of this. Maybe Lonzo could play more confident, knowing that there's nobody right, on his ankles, nobody on his heels. I'm sorry, trying to take his starter job. So maybe this will ease him up a little bit and ease him into the season. That way, when Rondo comes back, he already has confidence all the way up. So that's my hope for tonight. Again, Aaron Gordon potentially may or might not play. So he's 50-50 depending on how he does during the warm-up. So that could be huge potentially for us. But if he does play or he doesn't play, it doesn't matter. Again, we have to come and treat this like we're playing Golden State all the time. Even though, again, once again, Golden State's not playing well right now. They're having locker room issues. Obviously, Kevin Durant's going to be out after the season. That bothered Draymond. And, they're probably going to split. But it's just interesting, man. Every year in the NBA, I don't know if you guys noticed, there's always a storyline. This year is the Carmelo Anthony saga. They cut him from the Rockets, or they're about to. And now we have, the Golden State's storyline, which is good because it takes most of the attention away from LA. All the pressure, all the camera, all the lights were on LA since LeBron joined. I mean, they're always in LA, but they're even more when we have a superstar. And, all this extra drama in Golden State is good for us because it takes pressure off of us and we can just play and not have to worry about headlines and all this extra stuff, right? So hopefully, we come out and we ball out. He said, I'm recovering from surgery, but doing good, Dan. How are you? Oh, man, God bless you, brother. Hopefully, I wish you a speedy recovery. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Hopefully you tune in and watch the game, get your mind off of stuff, man. But, yeah, I feel you, bro. I've been there before. He said, we need to play super defense tonight. Games like these, we get suckered thinking easy. I agree. Yeah, every game has to be taken, seriously. He said, would you want Melo on the Lakers? Not really, because we have plenty of playing time for the youth, and we don't want to take away more minutes from our young guys. That's the main reason why. And honestly, he doesn't play a lick of defense, and he's kind of a high-volume scorer, needs a lot of shots to put him up. But I'm happy with our team the way it is now. I think we're going to keep rolling. What's up, Dan? What time is the game? The game is at 4 Pacific time. So in about, 44 minutes or so, it should start. So I'm going to be here for a limited time, and then I'm going to hop straight into the game. So I'm excited for that. And hopefully, again, we continue to win. I want to see if LeBron can take his show on the road and put up at least a 30-point game. That would be awesome. That would set the tone again for us to get an easy victory. Hopefully that happens. Hey, Dan, Lakers should sign Melo, then trade him to China. Nah, that's pointless, man. So you think Beasley would get playing time? I think so. He's been having family issues or something like that. But I think eventually, when he comes back and he's ready mentally, I think he'll get some minutes. I will bring our team to a championship, 2 guaranteed. Oh, by the way, did you guys check out the poll questions I put out? I've been putting one out. I've been trying to put one out every morning, get you guys more involved with the channel. That way we have an active discussion going on, even when I'm not on live. So today's question was, who's the most underrated Laker, in recent memory? The options were Derek Fisher, Lamar Odom, JaVale McGee, simply because of his contract, and he's exceeding a lot of people's expectations. I put him there, even though I know it's premature or whatever. I put Glenn Rice, and who was the other one? There was another one I put in there. Did I mention Lamar? I think I mentioned Lamar. And I put 5 options there, and you guys voted Lamar as the most underrated player, which is kind of surprising. I thought it would be Fisher because Fisher has the same amount of rings that Kobe Bryant does, and he hit some of the clutchest shots that I could remember. But you know what? I love it, man, because I get to hear you guys' opinions. You guys could also drop comments below. So it's interesting, man. And you guys start my morning off with these polls. Once I see the votings, and it's interesting to see how you guys think. So I love it. I love it. Hopefully you guys are loving it as well. He said, "Love the polls, Dan. Keep doing them. They're great. P.S. I put Fisher." Right on, man. I put Fisher too. I mean, Fisher hit some of the clutchest shots, and he was a bulldog on defense, man. This guy was a pit bull. He would seriously lay somebody out with his forehead if he needed to. And he would run through a wall for this team. So that's the reason I put Fisher. Even though I love Lamar, I love Glenn Rice when he was here for a short stint. I love every player on that list, so far. But I just love hearing different opinions, man. It's awesome. I say Glenn. Lamar isn't underappreciated, LOL. Neither is Fish. Well, to some extent, they kind of are because none of their jerseys are hanging from the rafters, right? And I'm not saying they should, but I'm just saying, they are a bit underappreciated. I think every player on that list, including JaVale McGee, are underappreciated because they're great. They're the definition of role players, and I love role players because they bring so much to the team. They could be the difference between, for example, Ray Allen hitting a corner 3 to save the Miami Heat versus the Spurs in 2012. That's the definition of a role player, somebody who comes in clutch. Dan, KD is coming. I've been saying it for a long time. I love KD. Well, I love his skill set. I don't love the personality per se. But if he comes here, the league is in trouble, man. And there's rumor has it that Anthony Davis is going to join him as well. Now, I'm not going to buy into all these rumors. Again, I'm a firm believer of once I see it, pen to paper, or once Wojnarowski reports it, then I'll come on here and celebrate with you guys. But for now, let's hold the praise down. It's still, a long time till summer, and let's just wait and see what happens. A lot of things could change from here to there. Who knows? We might end up trading for a star sooner than later, so you just never know. Dan, the Lakers only retired superstar jerseys. Yeah, I get that. But that's why I'm saying I'm putting underrated players there, on that list, because it's my way of showing appreciation for what they did. Horry could have easily been there, but I think Robert Horry is one of the best remembered players. That's why I didn't put him on the list, because that 3-point shot he hit in Sacramento, was it here in Staples Center, I think? The dagger he hit right there, man. We always remember those moments. Derek Fisher 0.4. So, yeah, they're underrated, but I can only fit 5 on the list. Thank you, Coffee. Thank you. He said, we need to sign Melo because he will help our bench. I think our bench is fine, honestly. I think our bench really is fine. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? He said, Aruba in the house. Respect, Dan. What's up? What's up? He said, Horry earned all 7 rings. Horry was a special player with the Lakers. I don't think I forgot him. There's plenty of players I could have put on the list. James Worthy, Robert Horry, so many players I could have put on the list. It's just only 5 fit. So again, but that's why we're going to have the polls every morning. I'm going to keep cycling in different questions. So stay tuned for that. Dan, is Beasley going to get playing time? I think so. We'll see though. We'll see. It depends on him. If we need a matchup, we need to go small. I think Beasley would be the perfect 4. He said, I can't wait to see Tyson shut down Orlando Biggs. And now that's interesting. I want to see what Mo Bamba can do. I know they have some length over there, man. So it's a very lanky, athletic young team. So they're going to try to give us a run for our money. Let's see if we're up for the challenge today, and hopefully we step up in a big way. Dan, would you trade JaVale if it only meant we lose one young stud for AD? Preferably, I would hate to trade JaVale because if you could pair Anthony Davis and JaVale on the same team, we'd probably have one of the best defensive front lines to date. But I guess if it meant saving Kuzma, keeping Kuzma, yes, I would. Or keeping, I don't know, a couple extra young players, of course I would. Dan, hope Hart, Zoe, or Kuzma drop 35 plus today. That would be awesome. If any of those players show up like that, it's going to make my day. It's going to put a smile on my face. I want to see LeBron drop 30 plus tonight again. That would be awesome and confirm that he's officially turning it on. Now, I've been asking all season to see him drop a 40-point game, and much to my delight, he did it on my jacket night, right? The night that I put on the jacket. So that was exciting to watch. And the fact that, LeBron still has it, that really made me happy. And it lets me know that come playoff time, he's going to turn up. So I'm not worried about him anymore. Now, on to the next ones. I want to see everybody else perform. Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, especially Lonzo. I want to see him do good right now that Rondo's out. Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma has been probably the most consistent scorer on this Laker team besides LeBron. So I love what they're doing, and let's keep it up. He said, Dan, I don't know about trading for as love the young core. You mean I don't know about trading the young core? Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'd rather us keep them, but you just never know what's in store. Hopefully everything goes well. Dan, my friend is a big time OKC fan. If we play them in the playoff game 7, honestly, we'll beat them. I don't think they're even going to make it far in the playoffs. They're not that deep. And they're like one, God forbid, you never wish injuries upon nobody. But you never wish, that team is like one injury away from not even making the playoffs. If Russ goes down or Paul George or even Steven Adams, that's it. That's a wrap. So, I'm not saying I wish any of that upon them, but they're just not that deep. I don't believe that they can go far in the playoffs. What about Mo? Hey, what's up, Matt? Good question. We haven't seen him all season long. I wonder when he's gonna, come through. So we'll see. Cushy, you funny, bro. You said you heard about the Kyle Korver rumors? Yeah, I heard the Lakers are interested in Kyle Korver, but these are rumors, unless they're reported by Wojnarowski or somebody respectful. I'm not sure how factual they are. There's going to be so many rumors, guys, especially as we approach the February trade deadline, that's coming up in a couple of months. But I'm going to sit back tight because, again, most of the trades that happen, you never even hear about. Last season, I kind of called the Isaiah Thomas trade. I said it would be interesting if we traded for him an expiring contract, to get a couple of players off the books, and that's exactly what we did. But this year, I have no idea what we could be looking at. So he said, Dan, we should put Melo on a one-season contract and not fall for the immediate downgrade of him. It's not the immediate downgrade, honestly. If you notice, every team he's gone to kind of has, fell in a slump and kind of regressed. So some players can be, detrimental to the team. And I think Melo's one of them because he doesn't want to adapt his game. He keeps shooting contested mid-range shots. He keeps shooting too many shots and missing to the point where, he's actually hurting the team. And he doesn't play a lick of defense. So there's that. But I trust Magic Johnson whenever he decides I'm for it. But for now, I'd say no to Melo. The standings are getting tight, Dan. One loss could have you in the playoffs or out. I know the season's young, but shows how the season will go. Yeah, we need these wins. This is why we brought LeBron. Teams like Orlando, we need to be able to put away. Yes, they are young, full of energy, athletic, energetic, all that good stuff. But I will say this, man, if we lose tonight, it's going to be discouraging because we play again tomorrow. And tomorrow we play a harder opponent, in my opinion, the Miami Heat. But Orlando's no joke. So both of these, this little Florida trip we're doing right now, the little 2-game road trip, if we can come out with 2 wins, it would be huge. It would put us ahead of the competition early on. Again, it's early. The standings don't matter for now, but we are trying to cement ourselves as a good team early on. So I hope that we get both of these wins. I have trust in the Lakers, and let's get it, man. So, yo, Dan, what about the turkey sandwich, yo? The turkey sandwich, man. Thanksgiving's around the corner. Yeah, I mean, my girl's going to cook some good stuff here, and hopefully you guys have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. And I'm probably going to go out to Black Friday just to see what's good. But I'm excited for that, too, coming up next week. I predict a 10-game winning streak, baby. Woo! Bro, if that happens, if we get a 10-game winning streak, I'm telling you, we're going to probably end up being the first seed in the West. Let me tell you why. Because Golden State really is in turmoil. They got smacked by the Houston Rockets that have been atrocious all season long, even though they're starting to get better without Melo. They got smacked by 30. So that tells you that they're not happy playing with each other after what Draymond said, all the confirmation of all the negative stuff he said. You could tell that Kevin Durant is not comfortable. He only took like 14 shots the last game. You can tell that Draymond's not comfortable, and as a result, the rest of the roster is kind of in limbo right now. So, man, I would hate to be a one of those teammates right now that aren't, Dre or KD, because they're feeling the whole wrath without having any blame in the matter. Dan, what do you think about how LeBron? I didn't read that one. Let me see. Let me go back up. Dan, what do you think about how LeBron? Let's see. I lost it. LeBron Cherry looks like? I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. He said, Michael Cooper, if we're going super old school too. Exactly. Again, the list could go on and on, but YouTube only allows me to put 5 options. So I apologize if one of you guys' favorite players or somebody you guys think deserves to be on the list didn't make it. Meta World Peace could have been on that list. I mean, there's a huge amount of players that could, probably there's so many, man. The Lakers have had a history of great role players that have contributed to championships, and they are very underrated and don't get the respect sometimes, not by us, but by other fans. So that was the question today. Hey, what's up, Black Mantis? Chilling, bro. Waiting for this game. I think we're gonna get a dub. Waiting on the news about Aaron and Gordon. Potentially, he might be out with an injury, but nothing official yet. He's gonna try to warm up and go at tip-off, but that would be huge for us simply because it'll facilitate, at least at that position, the game. They still have plenty of talent, man. They got a lot of talent, and we're still gonna have to bring our A game. We're on the road. Anytime you're on the road, I feel like the younger players play a little, less energetic when they're on the road. But who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us tonight, just like last season when Kuzma came out and dropped a 30-piece on Houston at their house, and we almost beat them. So hopefully we come out and hopefully we come out on top, which is the bottom line. He said, Dan, maybe we can get an ad on Black Friday to throw Zubats and Pope in. Wow, tough. What's good, Dan? What I missed, just got off of work. Just recapping, bro. Just doing a pregame real quick. Aaron Gordon potentially might not play, so that could facilitate a potential win for the Lakers, but they still got to show up. Just talking about the keys of the game early on. But welcome aboard, man. I want pizza. Go Lakers. Pizza sounds bomb right now, actually, but I just had some Taco Bell. Dan, what do you think about the Raptors dressing room? Heard Lowry Golden showered Kawhi. Do you think it's true? I don't listen to none of that stuff, man. A lot of that stuff is just propaganda. I don't think it's true, honestly, but that's weird. I don't even want to talk about that. First of all, it's not our locker room, so I'm happy about that. We don't ever want to, stir up some stuff like that over here. So, Dan, is the starting lineup the same today? It should be, Matt. It definitely should be. Hopefully, the bench rotations are set in stone as well. I want some consistency from the coaching staff. KD rumors. Oh, man, I already touched on that. I dropped the whole video on that. You feel free to go check it out, though, man. It's on my channel for sure. I think I named that video Trouble in Paradise. So check it out if you want to see the KD rumors for sure, man. He said, bro, we facing 2 solid teams out of the next 5, Miami and Utah. 10-game streak. Here we come, my dog. Well, every team is solid every night. That's the mentality you got to go in with, They got to just take it one game at a time. You can't overlook any team because that's how you end up getting a loss. That's how role players end up getting career highs, and that's what we got to defend against. Dan, you ever do some fantasy lineup in 2K and see it come true? Mine could if Green ends up with LA with LeBron. Green? What Green? You mean Draymond Green? Oh, no. I don't want Draymond Green. I'm sorry. He would probably stir up some stuff in our locker room as well. The way this team is built, it's a little more fragile. We got a lot of young players, so you got to kind of, I'm not going to say coddle them, but you got to make sure they come along well without you destroying the locker room. And I think Draymond fits in well with Curry and with Clay because those guys, no pun intended, but Clay and Curry are kind of moldable, right? You can mold them. And so, he's the backbone of that team. Here, we have a backbone already. We have plenty of backbone, so we don't need another one. So that's the only reason I say no to Draymond. Not for talent purposes. We know he's talented. And had we not had players like Rondo, LeBron, Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, and Tyson Chandler, guys with strong personalities, and I say, hey, welcome aboard, if that trade ever came to fruition. But Draymond Green, I don't think he's going to get traded. He shouldn't. Honestly, if they trade Draymond, I think Steph Curry and Clay would feel betrayed because they're a brotherhood there. The only one that doesn't fit there with them is KD because of jealousy. And anytime you win too much, jealousy arises, just like with the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq. Jealousy eventually arises and the team splits. But if you trade Draymond, now Curry and Clay are like, wait a minute. Draymond is a piece that you guys gave away, and KD's the one that's threatening to leave. Why break up a good thing? We could still win without KD. That's the mentality they would have. So hopefully for their sake, they don't trade Draymond. If they do, I think that's the end of Golden State. And I think eventually Clay will leave, and Curry might even leave when his contract expires or request a trade. You just never know. It could all blow up real fast. And it does not guarantee just by trading Draymond that Kevin Durant re-signs. To me, he's already made up his mind, and I think he's leaving regardless. Dan, the Clippers beat the Bucks, Warriors, and Spurs their last 3 games, and we're still not talking about them. That's how irrelevant the Clippers are. I don't care what kind of record they have. It's a fluke. Again, the season will take care of weaving out the pretenders. The Clippers have had plenty of good seasons, but ask me what they do in postseason, and then I'll come back and talk to you about it. Once they do something, then come back and talk to me about it. Because right now, Clippers trash, man. It don't even matter. And they've had a relatively easy schedule. Yeah, they've played a couple tough teams, but most of those have been at home. So it's all good. Dan, I want Lou Williams. He is a beast come playoffs and finals, more reliable clutch player. Well, I'll tell you what. When we traded him, we did right because we ended up landing, because of that trade, we got Josh Hart. And Lou Williams didn't fit with as far as molding the young core and getting them shots up, because Lou Williams shoots a lot. He's a high volume scorer as well. But now on this team with more vets, then he might potentially fit in. But I doubt the Clippers are trading him. They just signed him to a long-term deal. And honestly, I'm fine without Lou Williams. We have plenty of scorers on this team. Scoring is not a problem. We're like the second or third leading scoring team in the NBA. So that's obviously not a problem. Aaron Gordon starting tonight? Well, looks like there's your update, guys. So we definitely got to take this team serious. To me, he's the most dangerous player on this team. He can go out for 30. He can get a double-double. He can kill you on many different fronts. And he's a pretty solid defender as well. So, tonight's going to be a tough game. But if LeBron comes out and sets the tone early on, I think we can get this in the bag, man. Let's get it in the bag. Hopefully LeBron has a back-to-back good game. I can't wait. Let's see what happens. And hopefully a sleeper, a surprise player comes out and balls out. I would love to see Lonzo drop a 20-plus point game. It's been a while since we've seen that. I know he's capable of it, but he just needs to stay aggressive. I would love to see Kuz, if not Lonzo, maybe Kuz drop a 30-point game or Brandon Ingram. They're both capable, but they got to be on, man. And if that happens, that would be awesome. He said Lou would be a good fit with this group, but we don't need him. Absolutely. I agree with Terrell Bolden. Absolutely. I agree, bro. So, Dan, would KD going to the Lakers ruin his reputation? His reputation is ruined. He might as well go for broke, man. Who cares? He can't make it any worse. They call him Snake. They disrespect him, even though he's a 2-time Finals MVP. So pretty much all I'm saying is I think his reputation would actually improve if he comes to the Lakers, because now you have all the pressure of trying to win in LA. And if he delivers, he instantly becomes one of the greats here. So LeBron, too. I respect LeBron a lot more for joining this young core than if he would have went and joined some super team, Dan, why do you think Ingram is struggling? Because he's young. And I know he's in his 3rd, 4th year already. But I will say this about Brandon. Brandon is very unselfish. He could easily be averaging 20 points per game. But a lot of nights, he's out there playmaking. He's out there defending. He's out there doing different things that, most players his age won't do. Most players his age will save their energy to pad their stats and get to their 20-plus. That way, the league talks about them as elite players in the making, just like Jason Tatum and all that. But if you think about it, Jason Tatum is not having such a hot year. Brandon Ingram, again, is having a better year than him, and so is Kyle Kuzma. So we should be ecstatic. And Josh Hart is right there. So all I'm saying is that I think our young core is probably the most underrated young core. Everybody talks about Karl Towns, Wiggins. They talk about Joel Embiid and Simmons. They talk about, the Celtic young core, but nobody ever touches on the Lakers young core. And Kuzma's averaging 18, Brandon Ingram's averaging, I think, 15 point something. Josh Hart, I'm not sure, but they're up there. and nobody's really talking about us like that. So it's tough. He said, Dan, I don't think KD's rep would improve if he comes here. He said he's joining Bron. When people see that combo, they're going to be pissed. Okay, but what's worse, joining Bron or joining Curry, Clay, Draymond, and now, DeMarcus Cousins? I think joining Bron is actually not as bad as staying in Golden State. So you see what I mean? Like, it can't get any worse than what it is. Plus, LeBron is about to start exiting his prime. I don't expect too many more years of prime ball from him in this 4-year contract. We'd be lucky to get this year or next season of prime ball from him. After that, it's going to start looking downhill. So if KD continues to uplift this team and he becomes the guy when LeBron starts, declining, I mean, he'll look even better and better and better. So I'm just saying it's all, I guess, it's a matter of perspective. To us, he would definitely improve in our view. But I'm sure to other Laker hater fans, they're going to be upset and they're going to call him all these names. But that's all right. That comes with the territory, man. We are the most hated franchise because we're the greatest franchise. They hate us because they ain't us, man. It's that simple. The more success, the more hate comes your way. Trust me, I know. This channel, I didn't used to get a lot of hate till I got up in the thousands. Once it got up in the thousands, thanks to you guys again, I'm humbled. That's when I get so much hate mail on the daily, but they're like private messages. And then, once in a while they'll appear on the channel. But if they're too disrespectful, I delete them, to be honest with you. But if they're not, I let them rock. As long as they don't disrespect, they could rock. But I'll tell you, man, the more success you get, guys, and that's in anything in life, the more hate you will get. And it just comes with the territory, man. Just ask Kobe Bryant. I mean, let's remember, as great as Kobe was, they used to call him rapist. They used to call him ball hog. Come on, guys. They disrespected one of the GOATs. So, look, for example, this guy here, Xandro. By the way, that's a ridiculous name. He told me to shut up with his disrespectful, ridiculous name. And now he's going to get blocked. Is that perfect example? You came right on time, Xandro. Xandro, seriously. Who named you, bro? Xandro Colonia? Wow. Okay. Never come at somebody disrespectfully before you get backhanded, bro. Especially with that name. You shouldn't try to bully people when you have a name like that. That's all I said. That's all I'm saying, man. Just got here. What happened? Nothing, man. We just talking. It's all good. We having a good time. We just made an example out of Xandro. Sounds like a Pokemon. Seriously, what kind of name is that? You're gonna try to disrespect me and tell me to shut up and put the game. First of all, low IQ person, the game hasn't started. That's number one. So that's number one. Number two, you already know the drill. I can't put it. He said, that's okay. The more hate we got, it indicates that we're back. Exactly, my boy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. And it's fun. It's fun interacting. Even with these trolls, they I have a good time smacking them around a little bit. It reminds me of when I was back in high school and you would see somebody bullying somebody, and then I would pop up and just totally make fun of the bully and then flip things around. It's a good time, man. So come one, come all. He said number 3, he's a Clipper fan. There you go. That explains the low IQ for sure. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Trust me, guys. I really do. McGee, top 5 center in the league, changed my mind. You know what? Right now, he's playing like one of the top defensive centers, if not the best. And number 2, I don't know why I'm doing lists now. See, I'm all riled up because of Xandro. But, bottom line is JaVale has been awesome. And I've had a blast watching him. He's exceeded my expectations. I knew he was going to be good. You guys go back and listen to my track. I said, JaVale McGee ain't Shaqtin' no more. That tells you he's grown as a player. So I expected him to be good. Only thing is, I didn't expect him to be this good. So he definitely, exceeded my expectations. You're right. This guy is spamming, huh? I thought he was trying to help out the stream with his spam over here. But yeah, you're right, bro. See, sometimes I'm talking and I'm not thinking. My mind's stuck on somebody else. But you guys spam, you will get hidden on the channel. So don't do it, guys. Don't do it. McGee went vegan. That's dope, man. That's something I strive for. As I get older. Once I hit my 30s, I think I'm probably gonna go vegan. That's my goal, man, because I want to get my body all the way right, so I can return to my peak top form, and I can ball out, and I can meet some of you guys in tip-top shape. So that would be awesome. Dan, the Lakers can make it a 7-0 streak with the upcoming 3 games. Oh man, that would be awesome. He said, "Love you, Dan. Let them hate. They hate me all that time, but for real, homie, support me and my goals, bro." Matt, you're awesome. If you guys haven't checked out Matt Chat, man, show some support to my little Brody, man. He's up and coming with his new YouTube channel, but he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Lakers. So shout out to Matt Chat. Go check him out. Go check him out. I appreciate you, Cody. Love you too, bro. He said, Dan, vegans are nutrition deficient. That's not true, Joseph, because, my girl, she's gone on a vegan diet, and she gets all the nutrients from all kinds of veggies, plants, and there's so many sources for nutrition. You'd be surprised. So that's actually a myth. I know this because my brother's a meat eater. So, we've had this conversation before, and there's other places to get the vitamins and all that from. It doesn't have to be meat exactly. So that's actually a myth. That's why players, for the most part, some are, vegans, not all of them are, but, they're still strong and built. The vegans are, so I know some of them, they get all natural beef and all that stuff, but I'm talking about the real vegans. They still strong, athletic, and all that. And it's healthier for the body. You have more energy, your mind, you're able to think better. Man. He said, Dan, I hope you really don't find me annoying because of the different. Oh, no, man. If you have a different opinion, you're good. Again, as long as you guys don't disrespect, I don't have to. I won't find you annoying. It's just annoying when people come at you and they don't have their facts straight. If they come at you with a different opinion, but their facts are in order and they're making a good point, then I'm good with that. You don't have to always agree with me, guys. I love you regardless, but just keep it respectful. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, bro? How you doing, Ryan? Yeah, I was actually just about to get off, but it got interesting once that guy came in here, honestly. Kind of woke me up a little bit. Dan, if we don't get KD next season, should we go all in and trade Anthony Davis? Trade for Anthony Davis. That's a good question. We'll see. I'm more of a take it by the day. Right now we're doing good. We need to not think about trades. We just need to think about winning and continuing to improve. Now, if something goes south, then okay, now we got to start thinking about making a major move. But for now, we're chilling, man. Let's be patient. Dan, it's disappointing. I had to put my channel aside. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. It happened to me too when I first started. But just keep going, bro. Consistency is the key to anything successful in life. You'll find that out. Even when you fail, when you feel like you're failing, man, you just get back up and do it again. Keep doing it. Eventually, it'll stick. You'll stick the landing. Do you still like KCP? I respect him. I haven't lost our respect for him. I like him better as a bench player. I feel like he could definitely make more of he can make more of an impact without hurting the team as much. As to when he was starting, we expected more from him, and he wasn't delivering. He was just hurting the team. But I respect him, man. He's a good, humble guy. I have no ill will towards him. If we trade him, cool. Hopefully we get something good in return. If we don't, I just hope he keeps producing for us. So shout out to KCP. Last couple of games, he's been good. He said, been watching you for almost 2 years, Dan. Oh, man, I appreciate that. Lakers all day. I already know. I think I recognize your name and your picture, man. Although I think you switched your picture up a couple of times. But, yeah, man, I recognize most of you. I know who's been here from the beginning. I appreciate everybody, man. Thanks for the support, guys. You guys make this channel. You guys are the heartbeat. Yo, Dan, did you see the Irving and Lowry incident in OT when Irving said you got anal beated? Nick Nerd. So he wouldn't mention it? No. I don't look into that stuff, guys. you might want to talk to TMZ about that. That's side stuff. Unless it happened with the Lakers, I don't care about Boston and Toronto. That's up to them, man. Whatever happens over there. He said, Dan, who's your starting five for tonight, and are you happy with it? The same starting five we've been having the last couple of games, and yes, I'm happy with it. I called for the starting lineup before the season even started. I'm just glad that the coaching staff got on the same page. I feel like it helps us get out to quicker starts at times. Now, sometimes we come out sluggish, but I like the length, athleticism, and versatility. So, for sure, man. Dan, what's going on with Svi? It's been hard to find minutes for him, especially because he came out of the gate slow in his career early on, but he still has plenty of bright in his future, man. He just needs to keep working. Dan, why don't people get mad when the team does a blockbuster trade? Why don't people get mad when the team does a blockbuster trade? If a player leaves in free agency, then there is something wrong. That is why he is a free agent. Well, I'll tell you what. The only time people get mad when there's a blockbuster trade is like if the player was really good. Let me give you an example. DeMar DeRozan. A lot of Toronto fans got upset that he got traded because he's really good, right? But as far as, if there's a trade, like if the team is struggling, they're a piece away, and then there's a blockbuster trade, of course the people aren't going to get mad because, they want to add to their team. So that's the reason, I think. As far as a player leaving you, we as fans, we watch the player get drafted for the most part, or even if we trade for him, we have him young, we grow attached. We like become a part of the family. So it's kind of like a relationship thing, when you love your girlfriend, or, if you're a girl, if you love your boyfriend and he leaves, all of a sudden you feel betrayed, right? So there's that emotion. I mean, sports are very, it's something that connects us all. And I feel like I'm a part of your guys' family, and we really are family. We're connected by bleeding purple and gold, right? So same thing. We connect with the players, man. We support them all their careers, and all of a sudden, sometimes they get up and they go, like Julius Randle. It kind of hurts a little bit. But I will say this, man. They have to get their money. They have to do whatever's best for them and their family. It's nothing personal, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we love our sport, our team, and we love the logo in the front of the jersey more than the logo on the back, right? So that's all I got to say. That's the main reason that happens. Dan, do you hate it when people say Lonzo sucks? I don't hate it. I just feel sorry for people that, have low basketball IQ, and they tend to discard a player in the second year early on. So, I mean, we've been witnessing that players have different timelines to as far as them reaching their prime or their peak or whatever. So, I mean, Chauncey Billups was around the league before he became the big shot Billups that he was. Same thing with Steve Nash. He was a good player with Dallas, but he was way better under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix. So, I mean, sometimes it's situations, sometimes it's systems, sometimes it's coaching. But for some reason, people always tend to treat players like throwaway towels, right? Like wipies. And bottom line is they're not that. There's so much more. They've been working their whole life to get to where they are. So I feel like they deserve a little more respect. Even players like Markelle Fultz, that even analysts go and call busts on their second years. Like, bro, be a little patient, because you're going to be eating your words if he ever comes back and just starts dropping 25 to 30, right? So that's all I got to say about that, man. Dan, you're taking it too seriously, caught up in your feelings? Not really, man. I'm actually happy today. I'm super happy today. Ooh, you should see me when I'm really in my feelings, bro. You won't like me. If you think this is bad, then you should see when I'm really upset when the Lakers lose, and then we get stupidity talk. Ooh. Just ask everybody who's been here before. They see me. Later, Dan, got to get ready for the game. Catch you on the recap for sure, bro. And on that note, I'm getting off as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys, even the haters, because you guys give me views, man. It's good for the channel. So appreciate it, man. Much love. I will see you guys here in the post game. Let's get this dub. Hopefully it's a blowout. I want the Lakers to get a blowout simply for the fact that we play again tomorrow, and that way our main players are rested. But if it's not, as long as we win, that's what matters, guys. I don't care who drops what. Let's just get this victory, and let's keep the wheels turning. So let's get it, baby. This is going to wrap it up for me. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the post game. Peace.